And welcome to your PrimetimeSports.com. I'm Dave Grimm. We are live from Nettleton High School for tonight's contest between the Beebe Lady Badgers and the Nettleton Raiders. And after the Nettleton Lady Raiders, after this one, the boys will play. This is because of a quirk in the scheduling, the fourth Friday night in a row that we have had the Beebe Lady Badgers and Badgers on your PrimetimeSports.com. So, after tonight, it'll be a while before they are on again. But tonight, they're on one more time. The Lady Badgers in conference record are in second place, or are they in first place? No, they're in first place, 5-0 in conference play. And the Nettleton Lady Raiders 3-2 in conference play. The Beebe Lady Badgers 14-5 overall, and Nettleton 8-10 overall. So we're about to see a great ball game here tonight. Beebe trying to retain, to hang on to first place, and Nettleton trying to climb a little bit higher in the 5A East standings. So we are about to get this one underway. My cameraman Mikey Dupuis over there stands ready. Clifton is running just a little bit late tonight. He will be here, we think. Going out there to tip off for the Beebe Lady Badgers is Jamie Jackson. We're really used to these players now, 4 Fridays in a row. Lexi Ballou for Nettleton will do the honors. And the tip is going to be Nettleton's basketball, and we're underway. This is Cleora Rolford with the basketball. Now down into the corner it goes to Allie Tucker. Back up to Rolford. And lost and recovered by Jamie Jackson going the other way. Madison Ritchie. Now three-pointer. Emerson hits the three. That's Whitney Emerson who gets the Lady Badgers on the scoreboard first. And that shot is not going to go in. It's rebounded by number 23 for Beebe, Kalayla Miller. And does that shot count? She got a shot off. Yes. And she draws the foul.
Two-point basket, number 23, Kalayla Miller. Foul charge against Nettleton's number 22, Cara Coleman. First personal. First team foul. At the line, Kalayla Miller.
Okay, it's 6-0 Beebe here early. Wow. .05. Rolford with the basketball. Now left side of the floor. It goes to Takara Coleman. Now stolen. Emerson. And Beebe has it again. Miller loses it. It's loose. Lexi Ballou comes up with it. Ahead it goes to Rolford. Rolford is fouled. And it looked like she was going to turn it over. Miller kind of bailed her out. No, they're going to charge that on Jackson. And they'll inbound it underneath their own basket. And it's still going to be Nettleton basketball. All right, they get it into Ballou. We're back underway. She traveled with it. Inbound to Jackson. We're down under 6 minutes now here in the first quarter. That shot's not going to go in. It's an offensive rebound for Ritchie, and they'll reset the offense. Jackson with the basketball. Now Emerson. Miller for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Lexi Ballou. Nettleton still trying to get their first points of the ball game. Here comes Rulford. Now down in the corner he goes to Ballou. Back to Rulford. Lob inside to Ballou, and she didn't get it. Coming away with it was Jackson. She caught it instead. We're going the other way. Jackson runs into a wall named Rulford, and it's a turnover. Lexi Ballou with it on the run. Lexi Ballou can't get it to drop, but she draws the first shooting foul of the night for the Lady Raiders. Hello, Clifton Garmrath.
Hi.
Where you been?
Working.
Did you bring in the banner?
Oh, no.
Of course not. That's all right. We'll get it.
I'm just trying to get here on time, and I missed
We were in the same neck of the woods today, somewhat.
Yeah.
You were in West Memphis while I was on the other side of the river.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what you're doing over, but you can tell me later.
And there's 2 free throws for Lexi Ballou. And that gets Nettleton on the board for the first time tonight. 5 minutes to play. First quarter. Here comes Jackson and the Lady Badgers. Emerson. Now Ritchie. Ritchie stops and pops. The jumper won't go. Offensive rebound pulled down by Brockway, who was sick last game we had when they played Paragould a week ago tonight. Emerson. Now Jackson for 3. Got it. 9-2 now, Nettleton. And out of bounds, and it'll still be Lady Raider basketball.
Just not a lot of room here at Nettleton.
Not at Nettleton, no. I'm going to lobby them to let us set up on the other side over there on that catwalk. We'd have to stay in most of the night, but I think I'd rather do that, don't you? That shot inside is going to be a foul. And going to the line is Coleman, Takara Coleman. 3 team fouls against Beebe so far, only 1 against the Lady Raiders. First free throw is good, and so far all the points on the scoreboard for the Lady Raiders have come from the free throw line. She got them both. 3:48 on the clock here in the first quarter.
Has Nettleton been pressing the whole game?
Not really, no.
Okay.
No. And that one's going to be picked off by Rulford. That's not Rulford. That is actually, I'll tell you in just a second, that shot is blocked. That was Rulford, and it's going to be a foul. Number 3 is Raven McMillan, who got the steal, passed to Rulford, and Rulford drew the foul. More free throws.
Nettleton can cut this to 6.
Short. 3:37 up there on the clock here in the first. Missed them both. Rebound. Ballou is going to track it down.
Good hustle by Lexi Ballou.
Saved it in bounds, though, to the wrong color jersey. It's BB basketball. Miller pulls up the free throw line, and it's short. There's Jackson to clean up the trash. 11-4 now. Rulford to Coleman. Rulford for 3. She got it. That was not Rulford. That was Allie Tucker, who nails the three-pointer, and that's the first field goal of the game for the Lady Raiders.
You ought to have these Nettleton girls
Yeah,
down pat
I should.
by now.
I should. Ought to have Beebe down pat even more. That's Jackson. Now Ritchie. Skip pass all the way over to Emerson. She drives the baseline and then finds Jackson. Ritchie drives in. Left-handed. She's going to draw a foul from Lexi Ballou. Heard a really good game on the radio last night. Overtime girls game. Buffalo Island Central Mark Tree. Mark Tree ended up winning that one in overtime. It was a great game.
Really?
There's a free throw for Ritchie.
That means Buffalo Island girls have lost their last two games.
And yet they are, I believe, still in second place in the 3AA. Got both free throws. 6-point Beebe lead. And here come the Lady Raiders. That's Rolford. Now Tucker. Jim, not very loud here tonight. Usually louder than this. Not tonight, though.
Well, BB, that's probably, well, it's not their furthest drive. Blyville is, but almost their furthest drive.
I think Paragould and Tech are further away for them than Blyville is. That shot missed, and we're going the other way. Don't you think?
For BB?
Yeah.
No.
Now another missed shot. We're going back the other way. And Rolford checking things out. Gives to Ballou. We're down to 1:25 here in the first quarter. Rolford still sitting on the basketball. Finally gives over left side to Kelsey Brockway. That's not right. Morgan Peterson.
Brockway's number
20 on the other team. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong roster. Anyway, it's BB basketball now. And it's out of bounds. No, they saved it in bounds and saved it to number 10, Mackenzie Bingham. Bingham drives around the right side of the key and gives to Sydney Gunter. They're going to do a pick and roll thing around the top of the key. Bingham. Up, and she backtracks and drives in and puts it off the glass and in.
Yeah, that's the design play. That's a good move on Bingham's part.
Worked exactly like they drew it up. We're down to 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Rolford finally gives it up to Tucker. 12 seconds. Rolford drives in. Off the glass and in with 4 seconds left. And unless they won't even try that. 15-9 after one. We're back for quarter number 2 on yourprimetimesports.com.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
And welcome back. Yourprimetimesports.com. Quarter number 2 about to get underway.
Now, I want to go back to what you said a minute ago about Why would you think Paragould Tech would be closer for BB?
I think it's further away for BB. Paragould and Tech are the furthest away for BB to drive.
You have to go through there to get to Blytheville.
Negative. No. You don't got to go all the way up to Paragould to go to Blytheville. You hang a right in Jonesboro to go to Blytheville.
Well, it's still on the other side of
Or
Paragould.
take the interstate and then go up to Blytheville. You don't got to go through Paragould to get to Blytheville. That shot for Jackson is not going to go as we get underway here in quarter number 2. And on the other end of the floor, back and forth we go with missed shots. That was Kiara Johnson who couldn't get it to fall. We've got a whistle and a foul going back down the other way. Down low. Jackson can't get it to go. She gets her own rebound, puts it up and in. .7:22 and counting here in the first half. Tucker, Coleman. Now Tucker for 3. She got it.
3-point basket, number 21, Allie Tucker.
5-point ball game. 7 minutes to play in the half. Three-pointer on the way there, and it will not go in for Gunter.
Gunter got a good look at it.
Coleman brings it down. Tucker for 3 again. In and out this time. Put back up by Johnson. That one looked like partially blocked and pulled down by Miller. Going the other way.
A lot of body contact running down the floor.
And not very many fouls up there on the board here for that much body contact.
They're letting them play.
Gunter. Now Jackson. Jackson's going to drive. Puts it up from the paint. Got it and draws the foul. Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Free throw for Jackson. Nope. Offensive board. Richie couldn't hang on to it. McMillan comes away with it, gets it ahead to Tucker. Now from the corner, three-pointer is not going to go. Jackson with a rebound. Jackson from the free throw line, and it's good. And a timeout is going to be called. We've got a, I always forget what that's called. It's the same way back. It's a palindrome. We have a palindrome score. 21-12. It's the same way backwards or forwards. That's what it is.
I know, but you come up with some of the oddest things.
And it's a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Tomorrow morning on Double G Sports Talk Saturday, 4 great guests.
I have a change on one.
Uh-oh. What you got?
First guest will be Bill Taylor.
Not Lee Wimberly.
No, Lee texted me yesterday morning, and his daughter has a cheerleading competition, and he does not get to see her do things like that.
So we've got the Manila Athletic Director.
We tried to get Mark Manchester, the girls' coach. Mark's dad's having his birthday, so he will not be available. So I called Bill. I said, hey, since you're the new AD and baseball coach, he said, I'll do that for you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll go over those guests again on our next break. We're back underway right now. And that's Cleora Rolford. Tucker, nope. Picked off, batted away, and stolen away. Gunter for 3. Go in and out, no good. Offensive board, put back up and in by Bingham. And the palindrome score is now gone. It's 23-12. 5 minutes to play in the half. Coleman, nowhere to go, kicks it back out. Now Rolford wants to drive, and she is, see, that's a little, the body contact we've had all night long has not been called, but somebody taps her on the way in, and they call the foul.
I was thinking the same thing. I just wasn't going to say it, but you beat me to it.
4:45 left in the half. They're going to inbound it. And now, well, they're just working it around. Now Rolford's going to drive in again, puts it up, can't get the layup.
She's so quick, they missed a walk there.
Yeah, well, they got that one. She fell to the floor after the rebound. They called her for traveling. That was Miller on the rebound, and that turns it back over to the Lady Raiders. Next week, well, I'll tell you in a minute. But we're going to have Nettleton on Tuesday night as well. There's McMillan underneath, and she draws the foul. She got the bucket. Breaks a scoring drought for the Lady Raiders. Makes it 23-14. She's going to the free throw line. So when we had the snow a couple weeks ago, it canceled a game. That game got rescheduled to this coming Tuesday. And that's what we'll have for you. Tuesday night, we will be in Blytheville. The Lady Raiders and the Raiders of Nettleton.
Was that an open date that Tuesday?
No, I just had the wrong day. There was no, it was supposed to be an open date, but I had a game in there for some reason on our schedule. I don't know why.
That's why I was asking that question.
Yeah, it was open, and I had a game on it for whatever reason. It was wrong, and so now it's right. It'll be Nettleton at Blytheville. We were actually, the game I had on there was Blytheville, but it wasn't right. That's the website I got those schedules from, which shall remain nameless. Another error on that website.
You need to quit going to that website. That's pretty common.
However, I have been working on the spring sports schedule, and I've been getting the schedules directly from the schools to do that work. And albeit not nearly as big as the basketball schedule, not even close. We do have a nice little spring schedule.
I'll tell you what, if we wanted to, there's Miller.
And now they're going to set up their offense. If we wanted to.
If we really wanted to, we could do a basketball game 4 nights a week.
Sure. Oh, yeah, we could. That shot's not going to go for Bingham. It's going to be rebounded by Tucker. But I do have.
I might try to make that happen next year.
Okay. And of course, we're still looking at possibility of doing some state tournament games for Marmaduke. Is that correct?
Well, we'll talk about that.
Okay. Well, the reason I brought that up, after the jump ball, the arrow gives it to Beebe, is because Coach Dover, the Nettleton Raiders, are hosting the baseball state tournament, and he wants to do the same thing that Marmaduke wants to do. So you'll have to talk to him about that.
Okay.
Beebe with the basketball. Nobody scored for a while. It's still an 8-point lead for the Lady Badgers. We're down to 2:45 in the half, and that three-pointer doesn't go. Loose ball. Beebe comes away with it. Gunter. Now Emerson will reset the Lady Badger offense. Now Jackson. Jackson's baseline jumper goes in, and that breaks the scoring drought. Nobody had scored for a good long time.
Jackson does that so well.
Back to a 10-point lead. Tucker. Inside it goes to McMillan. She kicks it back out. Coleman, now Rolford. Coleman wants to drive. She does. From the paint, she got it.
2-point basket, number 22, Takora Coleman.
Down to 1:45 in the half. Beebe in no kind of hurry with an 8-point lead.
Coach Ritchie giving his girls instructions. Slow it down.
And sitting on it at half court was Jackson. She finally kicks it over, and Emerson's going to sit on it for a while. 90 seconds left in the half. Emerson pulls the trigger, being guarded by Johnson. She hasn't shaken her loose yet. 5-second call. I saw that ref. He looked like he might have been counting a little bit fast, but I knew he was good. He was getting there. We're down to 1:15 in the half. Rolford. Tucker wanted to drive, couldn't find a pass. Now she dumps it. Johnson. Back up top over the head, but there is Coleman to save it. Coleman off her foot, and there's McMillan to save it.
Little soccer going on.
Finally picked off by Gunter.
Bingham.
Or Bingham, rather. And we're down under a minute, down to 45 seconds left in the half. Timeout called by the Lady Badgers with 39 seconds. Didn't he say timeout?
I think he said come out. He was telling his players to come out to half court, stretch it out, and it sounded like timeout.
Oh, he stopped it. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, the referee made the same assumption that we did. Well, they're back underway. There was not a timeout.
Well, Coach Ritchie wasn't using any hand motions for a timeout. He was just yelling to his players, and it did sound like timeout.
Sure did. There's a foul with 33 seconds.
That's not what he said.
And I believe that's team foul number 5. Okay, so nobody's going to give any bonus free throws, it looks like. They'll have to hurry if they're going to, because Beebe has 16 fouls. But they also have the ball with 30 seconds left to play in the half. Jackson needing a pick. She has not shaken. Oh, and now foul is called. She was in danger of getting a 5-second call. Rolford stayed right with her. Now that is not right. That is not right. They put the foul on the wrong side. That was team foul number 6. So each team with 16 fouls now with 22 seconds left to play in the half.
They have it corrected now.
And that free throw line jumper is not going to go in for Miller. Down to 15. Rolford in the paint, travel with it, no call, missed the shot. Now it's loose. Rolford came out of there with it. I have no idea how. 5 seconds. Tucker, it's batted out of bounds by Bingham. 2 seconds. Coleman will inbound. She gets it in. McMillan, long jumper. That was not her shot. And that's going to be the end of the half. So, it is an 8-point deficit. 25-17, Beebe over Nettleton. And we'll take a halftime break. Get me back on yourprimetimesports.com.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
At First National Bank, you have convenience right at your fingertips. And instant buying power. It's so easy. And when you're on the go, well, you know what to do. We understand the importance of now. First National Bank, the working bank for working people.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
And welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. We're about to get the third quarter underway. The halftime score 25-17. Beebe over the Nettleton Lady Raiders. And then after this second half is complete, we'll have the boys game for you right here on your PrimetimeSports.com. And seeing if I can bring up any scoring updates from around the league. And no, not yet. Surely we will have some very soon. Girls matchup here. Beebe 5-0 in conference play, has not lost. 3-0 on your Primetime Sports. Nettleton 3-2 in conference play here in the 5A East Conference. And the Lady Raiders will get the ball to start the second half. All right, Rolford up top. Now Coleman.
All right, talk to Coach Dover. We got that all straightened out.
Okay, cool. In the corner it goes to Tucker. Back up top it goes to Coleman. 40 seconds have gone by here in the second half. Nettleton has been the only team to touch the ball. Now here's a shot, and it's good from just inside the free throw line for Coleman. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, Nettleton Lady Raiders are in striking distance here. They're just going to have to keep the ball out of that young lady.
Well, the pace of this game, we've seen Beebe a lot. And this is the fourth Friday in a row we've had them. And we'll just look at this three-pointer. Good! Good for Brockway.
I think that's the second three-pointer for Brockway. Somebody better get a hand in her face.
Well, I was going to say, the pace of this game is slower than any Beebe girls game we have seen thus far. Very slowed down tempo as opposed to the other three Beebe games we have seen. Now that one down the right side of the lane, they're going to call a charge on Cleora Rolford. We had them against Blytheville, at Blytheville. Then we had them hosting Paragould. And then we had them hosting Greene County Tech. And now we've got them on the road here in Nettleton. 4 Fridays in a row. And every one of those was faster paced than this game here has been tonight.
And I think the BB fans are starting to notice that too. We're at their games.
Yeah. Well, and now after tonight, though, it'll be a while before we have BB in. Towards the end of the season, we'll have them at Forest City. That fadeaway jumper is good by Miller.
By pretty move by Miller.
6 minutes to play in the third quarter. You can find our schedule. Go to yourprimetimesports.com, click on events, and right there, plain as day, you'll see every game we're going to do. And pretty soon, hopefully by the end of next week, you will see our spring schedule on there as well. I'm going to go over that with Clifton maybe tonight. I've got it pretty much. You don't want to look at it tonight? Well, what good are you? I'll show it to you tomorrow. Turnover. But I've been working on that spring schedule. 5.5 to play, third quarter. Ritchie drives down the left side of the lane, stops short, kicks it back out. This is Jackson. She drives in, weaves through players, and puts it up and in. And timeout's going to be called by Nettleton. She was just unscathed. She just did like an obstacle course for a race car. Just whoop, 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 weaved right in through in between them. And it's a 30-second timeout. So now that we've got a break, let's go over tomorrow's guests on Your Primetime Sports, Double G, Sports Talk Saturday. First guest, the Manila Athletic Director, Bill Taylor. Second guest, the Greene County Tech boys coach, Scott Bolin. Third guest, Greene County Tech girls coach, Trey Harding. Fourth guest, Gosnell Lady Pirates coach,
Jenna Weeks.
Jenna Weeks. I can never remember her name. Now, is she kin to Gene Weeks?
No.
No, okay. Gene Weeks, the superintendent at
her maiden name was Cunningham.
Okay. Wait a minute. She kin to Coach Cunningham?
No.
Oh, okay. We got Coach Mr. Weeks and Coach Cunningham both at Greene County Tech. She's not kin to either one of them.
No. And she's a Paragould graduate.
And she's from Paragould and not kin to them.
All-state basketball player and had her college career at Williams Baptist.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk to her as our final guest tomorrow here on yourprimetimesports.com. Out of bounds, last touch by a red jersey.
I'm not sure what Lexi Blue was wanting there. I don't know if she was frustrated with her shot and not hitting the mark, or she looked over at the coach. And
Blue catches it, drives, puts it up, can't get it.
Again, Lexi.
Foul on the rebound, and I believe they're going to get Lexi Blue on the foul. Yep. That is already 2 team fouls here.
And that's
in the half.
Blue's third foul.
Emerson. Picking up the pace just a little bit here is Beebe. Emerson gives to Brockway.
Leave Brockway alone. She'll shoot it out there.
Brockway with it, top of the key, looking things over. Here's that weave play that they run again. Now Jackson. Emerson. Ritchie. Being very patient all of a sudden. They had picked up the pace just for a few minutes, and now they're being very patient again. There's Ritchie. Can't get the roll. Ballou with the rebound. This is Coleman with 3.5 minutes left in the third. Tucker reels that one in. Almost got away from her. Now she drives in and puts it up and in.
Good drive by Allie Tucker there. She's seen that hole and she took advantage of it on the baseline.
It's an 11-point basketball game. Timeout. No, is it? Really?
Well,
that came out of nowhere.
Let me tell you what happened there. I seen it. 22 is Coleman. Is that right for Nettleton?
That's right.
She had her hands on Miller, and Miller wanted her off of her, and she kind of threw her right arm to get her hand off of her.
And they called her for it.
And they called her for throwing an elbow. I'm not sure she was trying to throw an elbow. She just did it very forcefully.
She was so demonstrative
yes.
with it that they decided they'd call a foul for that.
Yeah.
Well, that gives the ball back to Nettleton. 3 minutes to play in the third. Coleman. And now McMillan rather, and she loses it. And ahead it goes to Miller. Miller loses it out of bounds.
And Miller's getting frustrated, so she needs to be real careful there.
Say that again.
The floor.
What word?
I said she's getting frustrated. Frustrated.
Is that flustered and frustrated put together? Is that what that
Something like that.
Is that like Jack Jallywhack?
Yeah. Just don't want to see the young lady get a technical.
So Coleman with it on the right wing. Down under 2.5 to play in the third. Driving in is Johnson. Nope, she traveled with the basketball. Beebe walking it down. This is Jamie Jackson. This is our cameraman Mikey Dupuy's favorite player in the 5A East Girls League. And he's got two cousin-in-laws that play for one of the teams, and that's Miller, and he likes her better than he likes his cousin-in-laws.
Real good move by Miller. Beebe starting to stretch their lead, 34-21.
He's over here hollering at me. She's got the potential to make it to the next level. That's why he likes her. Rebound comes off to Bingham.
Oh, there. She's going to play at the next level. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, you interviewed her, was it 2 weeks ago or last week?
I think it was last week.
Yeah, she's not done playing basketball after this year, I guarantee it. Miller has it blocked and plucked out of the sky by Coleman. Coleman with it on the run, dumps it, corner, three-pointer, won't go. Bingham with the rebound. And with 1 minute left in the third, here's Bingham with the basketball. And a little shove from behind committed by Morgan Peterson. .56 seconds on the clock here in the third. Timeout is going to be called. It's a full timeout. We're going to take it too. Back in 1 minute on your PrimetimeSports.com.
At First National Bank, you have convenience right at your fingertips. And instant buying power. It's so easy. And when you're on the go, well, you know what to do. We understand the importance of now. First National Bank, the working bank for working people.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
Welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. And I'm going to be looking very shortly to see if we have any 5A East scoring updates. As of yet, we do not. Back underway. Oh, wow. All alone underneath. Nice pass from Miller to Jackson. She got the bucket. She draws the foul. That was Purdy.
Yes, it was. That was a beautiful pass by Kalila Miller.
Here's the and one for Jamie Jackson. Got it. Down to 51 seconds.
Well, Coach Smith, probably, I would think his best player, Lexi Blue, sitting on the bench with 3 fouls. He's going to let her finish setting out the rest of this period. Save her for the fourth.
McMillan. Now, Kimbrough. First time we've called Maya Kimbrough's name out tonight. That shot wouldn't go. It's rebounded by Brockway. 30 seconds left in the third.
And that's a couple of those shots here in this period that's been put on the board pretty hard. I would think they needed, should have made those buckets.
Very quiet in here in the gym tonight.
Well, Nettleton doesn't have a big crowd over there, and I think there's almost as many Beebe folks here as there is Nettleton.
Down to 7 seconds left in the third. Bingham finally drives and puts it up on the run and can't get it to go. And that, let's go with the, it won't go with the buzzer. And that's the end of the third. It is 37-21, back in 1 minute on your Primetime Sports.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
All right, fourth quarter. One more to go here in the girls' game. 37-21 Beebe. And they're taking more than a minute here. Definitely more than a minute in between the quarters.
Very interested in the next game to see how Coach Marshall prepared his boys for tonight's contest against Nettleton after Tuesday night's game.
Oh, man. And I talked to Coach Ellis on the athletic staff at BB, and he said wasn't nothing wrong. They weren't missing anybody. That's an out-of-bounds turnover right there. It'll be Nettleton ball.
From what I've been told,
they're just not on that night. They were just outplayed.
I was told that Wynn came out hot and played very, very well, and they're very athletic anyway.
Oh, yeah, we saw that.
And probably put a shock mode in them early.
And, you know, Coach Jones warned us this was going to happen. There's a nice layup underneath the basket for Tucker. Coach Jones on our show, Double G Sports Talk Saturday, warned us to look for this, and he was right. Other end of the floor, that layup wouldn't go in for Jackson. Foul on the rebound, committed by Jackson.
And Lexi Blue came down with that rebound, so she needs to be able to finish this quarter strong for the Lady Raiders, keep herself in the game. She has 3 fouls right now.
So Kimbrough, still in the ball game, drives in and puts it up and can't get it to go. McMillan with the rebound, fouled from behind by Bingham.
So McMillan will step to the line, shooting 2.
And
cut this lead to 12.
Yeah, well, it's only been close a couple of times. That shot goes in. They've gotten to within 5 or 6 points a couple of times tonight, but it's been pretty much all BB tonight. And they're going to have to get on their horse. They want to get it back in this in the last 7 minutes of the ball game. Ritchie to Brockway. Miller. Miller drives in, and charge is going to be called. She ran flat over.
Yeah, she may be hurt. She hit the floor hard. She's up.
Yeah.
Really, Miller had nowhere to go. She kind of got sandwiched in there from the girl that was defending her. And as she spun, there was McMillan standing there like a brick wall. And
an immovable object.
Took the charge.
So here are the Lady Raiders down by 13. Down under 6.5 minutes now to play in the ball game. Down low it goes to McMillan. She loses it. And coming out of the fray with it is Jackson. On the run, Jackson goes the length of the floor. Jackson can't get it to go. Put back, Ritchie. What just happened?
I think 32. When
Delay of game warning.
Yeah.
She hit the ball on the way out.
Yeah.
Yep, I got you.
Came through the net.
Okay, with 6:10 left in the ball game, the lead back to 15, and here come the Lady Raiders. And Nettleton not playing in a hurry. They walking it down. Jump ball, arrow pointing at Nettleton. They'll retain possession. .5:58 on the clock. Here's a three-pointer on the way. Tucker in and out, no good. Baloo is going to go back up and in.
That's what I mean about Lexi Blue being so good, getting rebounds, putting them back in, getting defensive rebounds. They really missed her in the third quarter.
Yeah, they were hurting without her in the ball game because they got down in a hole. Now here's Bingham, and it won't go. Ritchie with the offensive board from the paint. Can't get it. Out of bounds. It'll be Beebe basketball. Timeout called by the Lady Badgers. Full timeout. No, 30-second timeout. And so we will remain here. Our next broadcast, game-wise, will be Tuesday night at Blytheville. This is a game that we should have brought you a couple of weeks ago, but it snowed. And so the makeup date is this coming Tuesday, Nettleton at Blytheville, right here on your Primetime Sports. And, of course, join us for Double G Sports Talk Saturday, tomorrow morning, 8:30. Lots of guests. We already went over them once. But this timeout is about over, so we won't be able to go over them right now. 5:32 remaining in the ball game. 13-point lead for the Beebe Lady Badgers. They are trying to go 4-0 on yourprimetimesports.com. Here's Miller. Lob all the way up top to Bingham. Gunter. And Jackson caught that one underneath and dribbled back out. Jumper wouldn't go. Gunter with the rebound. It's out of bounds. Who's going to? It'll be Nettleton. They didn't score on that possession, but they ate a lot of time off the clock. Down to 5:15. They took 30, 40 seconds off just with that one possession. Kimbrough. Peterson inside. Blue can't get it. Rebound comes to Jackson. Ahead he goes to Miller. Miller.
What a move.
Oh, and she got the bucket. Let's see if I can go to the replay.
Yeah, give us an instant replay on that move.
All right, we're going to go to the replay right now. There's the fast break. And
Look
goes
at that.
up and over. Boom. So here's the free throw.
She
Good.
She couldn't let Jamie Jackson outdo her on her move earlier in the game. So
it's a competition.
Well, no.
It might be.
Well,
they might compete with each other. You never know. Make them
yeah.
both better.
Well, they complement one another. I know that, and they play well together. So.
And now here's Jackson as we speak. She gives to Ritchie. They got 4.5 minutes left to play. Now they're going to start eating some clock.
Yeah, they're going to stretch it out now.
Miller being guarded by Baloo. Killing clock. 4:15 and counting.
Bingham needs to be real careful there, setting those screens. That's Lexi Blue's fourth foul.
Yeah, 4:04 left in the ball game. Inbound will be from Ritchie into Jackson. And there's the 4-minute mark as we get back underway. Jackson. They're killing clock. Up by 16. She's just killing. There's nothing to talk about. She's just playing keep away. Now she drives in, dumps it. Gunter jumper won't go. Finally, Nettleton gets their hands on the ball. Kimbrough loses it out of bounds. BB basketball.
And that's going to bring Emerson back in for Gunter because Coach Ritchie did not want that basketball shot.
3:21 left to play. They were successfully killing all kinds of time off the clock. And then when they passed it to Gunter, she decided she's going to shoot it.
I'm sure his thought process was, unless you have a layup, I do not want you shooting the basketball. We're killing clock.
That's what they're doing. 3:20 and counting. Back underway. Miller will kill some clock for a while. She's got two of them pursuing her. Stolen. Rolford with the steal. Ahead to Coleman. Blocked from behind by Miller. It's going to be a foul. She blocked it kind of hard. Knocked her down. The foul will be charged. 3:02 remaining in the ball game. And Coleman will shoot two.
That's Miller's fourth foul.
Yep. So now Ballou on the bench with 4 fouls for Nettleton. That free throw no good. Miller staying in the ball game with 4 fouls.
I noticed, Dave, when Lexi Blue came out in the fourth quarter, she had her fingers taped. I think she jammed her fingers in the third quarter. I seen her trying to pop them.
That one goes in. I'll tell you what else. And I didn't catch the name of the player. She plays for Nettleton. I didn't catch her name. Great big old huge shiner. Black eye that she got.
Against Paragould?
Against Paragould Tuesday night.
Right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
She showed me a picture of what it looked like immediately afterwards or the next morning. And her eye was swollen shut. It looks way better now than it did the next day.
Well,
and I'm trying to see.
Girls basketball, they sling elbows just like the.
This one right here.
Johnson?
Standing up with the warm-up top on.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she got clocked by, I asked her who did it. She said Rachel Digas.
You didn't tell her that was your niece, did you?
I kind of did.
Oh, now, why does she still have her warm-up on? Is she?
I don't think she's been in the game tonight.
Huh.
I'm not sure what her name is. Let me look down through here to see if I can recognize her name. I'm not sure.
Well, when she was facing us there in the huddle, we should have had Mikey zoom in on her.
Nah, we better not do that. Back underway, 3 minutes to play. 3:02 to be precise.
Why? She might be proud of that shiner.
Maybe. She was showing pictures of it before the game. There's a coast-to-coast layup for Jackson, and Nettleton immediately calls a timeout.
And nobody tried to stop her, so Coach.
Well, I think Nettleton assumed they were going to kill more clock. They didn't realize she was going to go with the bucket. Well, I think it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with 2:56 remaining. Really? Okay. We'll take a 30-second break.
Okay.
We'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
So I guess while we weren't paying attention,
we missed a foul then, didn't we?
Because the information we're gathering is Ballou has 5 fouls and she's done for the night. That's why she's on the bench.
Well, that one out here at half court must have been her 5th. I don't remember seeing her 4th. You know, when she was guarding Miller out here.
So here come the Lady Raiders down a lot, and under 3 minutes to play. And without Lexi Ballou. Coleman drives in, dumps it. McMillan blocked big by Jackson. Then a jump ball on the rebound. Jackson came down with it along with Coleman. The arrow pointing at Beebe. Full court press Inbound to Ritchie. Ahead to Bingham. Bingham across. Now in the corner it goes to Miller, and more keep away will ensue. 2.5 minutes to play. She goes to the rack and then kicks it out. She faked everybody out. Thought she was going to shoot. Timeout called by Beebe this time. And we'll see how long it is. Now he said 30 that time, Mikey. 2:16 left to play. So you were in West Memphis for your day job.
Marion in West Memphis today, yes.
And me and Lance were in Memphis today all day. Had a film audition, feature film audition.
Oh, speaking of that, when I was at the West Memphis schools today picking up my orders, I was introduced to the superintendent.
At West Memphis?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And his last name was Kessinger. And I said, "You're not Ken Don Kessinger, are you?" And he says, "That's my brother." And I said, "Well, where is he at now?" He is in Oxford, Mississippi.
Okay, that's not too far away.
He's going to get me his phone number. He didn't have his phone with him. And I'm going to contact him and hopefully between now and this summer get an interview.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Maybe we take us a little road trip, go down there and tape it.
Yeah.
Stolen away by Rolford. 2 minutes to play. In the paint, Coleman can't get it. Rebound, Miller. Ahead it goes and out of reach of Emerson and into the Nettleton cheerleading section.
Well, she had the right idea. She just stood on the wrong side of Emerson, and Emerson couldn't get turned around. She got tangled up.
I did not realize that the Hard Rock Cafe in Memphis was in the shadows of the FedEx Forum. They're right next to each other.
Oh, yeah. You at the Hard Rock today?
That's where I was all day, all morning and part of the afternoon.
Was you rocking it?
No.
What was you doing there?
I was actually doing country music. Three-pointer, nope. It was that part of that audition.
Oh, and y'all did the audition there?
We had two different auditions in the same spot for the same movie. One singing, one acting. Both of us did it.
Oh, so along with other people that were auditioning?
Lots of other people.
Really?
Yeah. And here's McMillan at the free throw line.
So what type of movie is this?
This is a movie that is loosely based on Patsy Cline. 5 fouls on Miller. She's done for the night. 1:39 left to play. And when I say, as that free throw goes in, loosely based, the movie is about a guy who wants to make a movie about Patsy Cline.
Oh,
so it's not actually about Patsy Cline. It's about a dude who wants to make a movie about Patsy Cline.
Okay.
And it's in the very early stages. Driving, Ritchie is fouled.
Why didn't you call me? I'd have went over there. Maybe I could have done something to try to get in this movie.
That was good. That was a good one right there, Clifton.
I thought you'd like that. I can't sing, but I can do a lot of other things.
Well, the good news for you is, Clifton, that
I know I'm better looking.
The majority of the films I have coming up are going to be during the summer where we're not broadcasting, so it won't interfere with the broadcast schedule. That one not in. That didn't go in.
You didn't like that last comment.
I ignored the last comment. Flat out ignored it.
I know you did.
From the paint, that one's not going to go. Emerson with the rebound. And more time to kill here.
Well, BB's going to remain undefeated.
And I don't know why they are bothering to try and foul down by 16. There's no way. No way you're going to gain that kind of ground.
Minute 9 left.
With a minute 9. So, the 1-and-1 in effect here.
But I will tell you this. Coach Smith wants his girls playing hard from start to finish. He's a very competitive coach. I don't think the man ever sits down during a basketball game. You know it?
Oh, I agree.
Very good coach. Stays after his girls, pushes them to the max.
This is an 18-point game now. Nettleton launching threes now, and that one was off the mark for Kimbrough, out of bounds. Beebe basketball. 61 seconds left in this one. We will take a break in between the games, and when we come back, we'll bring you.
Yeah, I need my magazine since you're hogging the rosters over there.
Well, these are the only rosters I got.
Well,
and I kind of need them more than you do.
Well, you know, when I picked up rosters last Tuesday night or last Friday night, I got 3 of each.
Well,
you don't.
These are wow. That was a nice little on-purpose push right there.
Yeah, McMillan got her money's worth on that foul.
Yeah. 2 shots now coming for Jackson. These rosters that I'm using right now, I've been using. I got this at the first BB game we did, and I got these 2 at the first Nettleton game we did when they played Brooklyn. I have kept them. I save them. (48-29).
Madison Ritchie coming out of the game, getting congratulations from her teammates over there. Who's 22 for BB?
It's Glass.
Glass, yeah.
Who follows us on Twitter. Annalie Glass. I think she missed that free throw on purpose because she didn't want to come out of the game. Had a sub waiting for her down here. And McMillan underneath.
I think our Twitter fans are going nuts.
Yeah,
aren't they?
well,
that
we
thing's growing.
When we started doing 5A East basketball here with 33 seconds left to play, we gained about 10 followers every game night. 10 followers per game night. We've had, 5 game nights in the 5A East so far.
Yeah.
So we went from 300 to 360, like overnight almost, during that course of 2.5, 3 weeks, whatever it was. And we'll probably gain some more tonight. 9 seconds left, out of bounds. 7 seconds left. That's because we post the entire 5A East scores on there, and people want that information. They follow us on Twitter. An immovable object in Whitney Emerson, and that's the end of the game.
Coach Smith, he wanted that foul right there at the very end. He was at, like I said, he plays hard all the way to the end till the buzzer goes off.
All right, we're going to take a break in between the games and be back with the boys game on your PrimetimeSports.com.